So you're interested in purchasing the all-new 2025 Cadillac Escalade IQ, but might want to know the exact differences between two trim levels. Well, in this video, we're going to cover the differences between the Luxury and Sport 1 versus that of the Luxury and Sport 2. Tell you all of the standard as well as the optional features that you are gaining moving up to that higher trim level. Discuss some of the color, packaging, and of course the exact pricing information across the entire Escalade IQ lineup as well. And then give you my overall general thoughts, given I have seen a prototype or pre-production version of the Escalade IQ in person at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show. So make sure you guys buckle up, stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of helpful information here in this video. So as usual, before we start this video, I want to put this disclaimer out there in that I created this list of similarities and differences using the GM Fleet Order Guide as well as the full pricing guide for the start of production for this vehicle. So that is where all of this information is coming from. But of course, I highly encourage you guys to stay tuned to Cadillac's website. The build and price tool should be available relatively shortly, given this vehicle should be on dealership lots by the end of 2024 calendar year. At least that is what they're telling dealers as of this point. So make sure you guys stay tuned to Cadillac's website, and of course other resources and outlets will likely be covering the Escalade IQ over the next several months as well. Now anyways, moving into this video, I'm going to cover both the luxury and sport trim levels, both 1 and 2, because that is going to be the big difference between these two trims. Now you might be wondering what the difference between luxury and sport is by itself minus the 1 and 2. Well, luxury and sport essentially is, mostly a cosmetic and appearance difference, as the core features, options, comfort and convenience items between the Luxury and Sport 1 and the Luxury and Sport 2 are going to be mostly the same. But the biggest difference is going to come between the 1 and the 2 trims, which essentially is the main features and contents within each of those trim levels, where the Luxury and Sport is mainly just appearance and cosmetic differences, with the Sport obviously being the darker, black accents on the exterior and likely carrying on to the interior as well. Now, as usual, I want to start with the standard features across every single 2025 Escalade IQ before getting into some of the optional and standard equipment that you will be gaining moving up to that second tier trim level in either the Luxury or Sport 2. So starting out with the standard equipment across every Escalade IQ, it will come with the, of course, Adaptive Safety Package 1, which includes adaptive cruise control, forward collision alert, front pedestrian braking, HD surround vision camera system, safety alert seat, rear pedestrian alert, side bicyclist alert, traffic sign recognition, IntelliBeam high beam assist, enhanced automatic emergency braking, enhanced parking assist, intersection emergency braking, rear cross traffic braking, as well as reverse automatic braking. Now, in addition to standard adaptive cruise control and all of those driver assistance technologies, Active Safety Package 2 is also going to be standard, which includes Super Cruise functionality. So every single Escalade IQ for 2025 will come equipped with Super Cruise, which is fantastic to see. Now, continuing on with some of the other standard features for every Escalade IQ, they'll all come with the 55-inch diagonal HD curved display with Google integration for the infotainment. Now, as we know, most Ultium EVs do not include Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so that will not be included here with the Escalade IQ. They will have next generation active noise cancellation, ionizing cabin filtration, the standard AKG Studio Premium audio system with 19 speakers. Of course, that can be upgraded in some of the packages. Climate Sense climate controls, which includes 5 zones of automatic climate control. So 2 for the first row, 2 for the second row, 1 for the third row. Memory driver seat with memory mirrors, heads-up display, LED ambient interior lighting, 126 colors, panoramic fixed glass roof, a power outlet in both the second row of the vehicle as well as the front trunk, 12-way power front seats, power folding third row seats, power release second row seats, heated and ventilated front seats with heated second row seats, and of course heated steering wheel, power tilt telescopic steering column, power liftgate, universal home remote, enhanced automatic parking assist, dual wireless charging for the front row, so 2 wireless chargers up front, adaptive LED forward lighting, power folding side mirrors, LED taillights, which do have the animation functionality, 24-inch alloy wheels, rain sense wipers, dual level charge cord, dual motor all-wheel drive, so 1 motor in the front, 1 motor in the back, 4-wheel steer, as well as mag ride and air ride adaptive suspension. So that is quite the list of standard features across every single Escalade IQ, but of course that is kind of to be expected for a vehicle of this stature, given the well over six-figure price tag, which we'll discuss here in a minute. So that is going to be some of the standard features across every single Escalade IQ. Now moving into the Luxury and Sport 2 standard features over that of the Luxury and Sport 1. It's actually a relatively short list of features, but we will get into that why that is here in a second. So the things you will be gaining automatically by moving up to that level 2 versus the base Escalade IQ will be the AKG Studio Reference 36 speaker audio system. Now believe it or not, this can be upgraded to 40 speakers if you option an optional package, which once again we'll touch on here in a second. You get blind zone steering assist with trailering support instead of the standard blind zone steering assist. So if you're pulling a trailer, you will get the blind zone steering assist for that trailer. That is going to be optional on the base 1 package. Again, we'll touch on that here in a second. You get power open and close doors on the vehicle. So one touch of a button will open or close the doors, which is very cool. You get a passenger front seat memory seat functionality, laser etched backlit trim, night vision, thermal imaging, including daytime functionality, as well as massaging front seats. So those are going to be the list of items that you will gain automatically as standard going to that level 2 versus that level 1 in the base Escalade IQ. Now you might be wondering about some of those optional or features you can get on either the second level and or the first level. Well, we'll touch on the optional packages right now. There's going to be 3 main optional equipment groups that you can get either on all the Escalade IQs or just that second level, which I did discuss. Now, the first package I want to discuss is the rear seat entertainment system available across the board. This is going to be $1,995. It includes 2 12.6-inch touchscreen displays, including HDMI connection, web browsing capability, vehicle information, as well as Bluetooth headphone pairing, again, found in the second row. So just a pretty typical rear seat entertainment package available across the board. Now, the second package I want to discuss is only going to be available on the first level of Escalade IQ, so Luxury and Sport 1, as it is automatically standard on that second level of Escalade IQ, again, Luxury and Sport 2. Now, this is going to be a $2,470 package called the Smart Trailering Package. It includes the 19.2 kilowatt level 2 onboard charging module, so faster level 2 charging speeds with an appropriate level 2 charger. It includes blind zone steering assist with trailering detection, trailer view camera, trailering app, smart trailer integration indicator, integrated brake controller, as well as trailer tire TPMS, all built into the vehicle itself. So if you're planning on doing any sort of towing with the Escalade IQ, you will want to option that package on Luxury and Sport 1, where it automatically comes standard on Luxury and Sport 2. Now, finally moving into the executive second row seating package for $7,500. This is only going to be optional on Luxury and Sport 2 Escalade IQs, not available on those entry-level vehicles. This includes quite a lot of nice equipment, mainly as it sounds for the second and third rows of the vehicle. So it's going to include the rear command center, which includes second row captain chairs, second row ventilated seats. Of course, it does have heated second row seats as standard, but includes a different switch, dual mode switch. 14-way power adjustable second row captain chairs, which includes a 6-way power seat adjustment, 4-way power lumbar, as well as 4-way power bolster. 10-point power massage for the second row seats, so it kind of adjusts and uses all those lumbar and bolster adjustments for a massaging functionality. Second row dual wireless chargers, and second row floor console with stowable trays that kind of flip out of the center console and then will fold over those captain chairs for a little workspace or little table for whatever you might be doing in the second row of the vehicle. So that is what that $7,500 gets you. If you're really wanting, a very luxurious second row experience in this vehicle, well, you will have to option that package. And then once again, it's only optional on the higher 2 trim levels of the IQ's lineup, not available on those entry-level vehicles. So now at this point, you might be wondering what the exact pricing information is for the Escalade IQ lineup. Well, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, of course, all this will be up on the screen as well, and pricing will include the optional destination charge, which is actually quite high. I think it's just over $2,000 of destination charge for the entire lineup. So a Luxury 1 base Escalade IQ comes in at $129,990, including destination. Now, a Sport 1 costs $500 more for some of the appearance and cosmetic differences. So it's going to be 130,490. And then moving up to a luxury 2, that will cost you $20,000 more than the base Escalade IQ at $149,990. And a Sport 2 will be $150,490. And this is just the base entry-level charge, not including any optional equipment, any extra cost paint colors, any different interiors, stuff like that. Just the entry-level standard MSRP. So as you can see, if you're looking at a luxury or Sport 2 vehicle, it's going to automatically run you $150,000. And then if you're looking for the executive package, any additional, extra cost paint, stuff like that, it's obviously going to go up very quickly. Now, what's interesting about this is that the vehicle I saw in pre-production form at the Chicago Auto Show, as well as what Cadillac is showing on their website, actually includes an estimated MSRP of about $175,000. Now, me doing the math here with the pricing guide, as well as this, optional packages, everything like that, I can't even get an Escalade IQ up to $175,000, so I'm not exactly sure if GM has actually come in under their estimated original MSRP of a fully loaded vehicle, or if there is something I am missing in this video. But from what we know right here, if you take a Sport 2, $150,000, add the executive package onto it, the rear seat entertainment system, and I believe there is, maybe one or two other small items that are included in the pricing guide, well, it's going to run you, just over $160,000, including destination. So, if that's truly the case and it comes in less than Cadillac was originally quoting, that's a plus in my opinion. But this vehicle is still going to be a very, very expensive vehicle at that. Because it includes the largest battery that currently is available in the Ultium vehicles, such as the Silverado EV, Hummer EV, etc. I believe it's the 24 module battery pack. And GM is also estimating, very good range on this vehicle because of this very large battery pack at 460 miles of estimated range on GM's part. It has not quite gone through the EPA certification or has not been released to the public quite yet. But even if it gets over 450 miles of range, that is going to be extremely impressive for a full-size, fully electric SUV such as this. So just note that is going to be the pricing and all of the details I currently have available for the upcoming 2025 Cadillac Escalade IQ. Now, as I said, I want to give you my quick opinions of the vehicle, given I have seen it in person at the Chicago Auto Show. And overall, I think the styling and everything for the vehicle is very good. It has a fairly large front trunk, and it's nice that they do have a 110 volt power outlet up there as well. Would be nice to see a little bit of additional power points or access to power to offboard it from the large battery pack than just two standard, 110 volt outlets, I assume at either 15 or 20 amps. But it appears that is all Cadillac has currently offered on this vehicle, at least for the first model year. In terms of styling, everything like that, obviously that is going to be subjective, but I think it looks fairly good as a whole. I was not able to sit inside of the vehicle, unfortunately, so I don't know exact space and roominess inside of the cabin, but this will be a 3-row electric SUV, full size in nature, so expected to be fairly roomy on the interior. Obviously, it seems like they are emphasizing the second row comfort in addition to those front seats. Obviously, it will be interesting to see how well the third row actually is in terms of space and overall ergonomics back there. But I would expect it to be the most comfortable 3-row fully electric SUV that will be offered at least in the near future on the market. Given that it is a full-size Escalade at the end of the day, and GM prioritizes comfort and luxury, especially on the Cadillac side of things. So overall, I think the design and the screen real estate and everything will be quite the statement, and I think that's what GM really needs inside this vehicle. Now, I assume the Escalade IQ will be able to charge like that of the Silverado as well as the Hummer EVs, where it'll be able to essentially combine the two main battery packs in the vehicle, run at a higher voltage, over 600 volts. I believe it's pushing 700 volts, which enables the vehicle to charge much faster on an appropriate DC fast charger than that of the other Ultium products such as Equinox EV, Blazer EV, Lyriq, even Cadillac Optics, stuff like that, which unfortunately doesn't have that capability and charges at peak of maybe up to 190 kilowatts, depending on which battery pack you do option inside of your vehicle. So I think all of this is pointing to signs that it's going to be a pretty badass product, very luxurious, very large, and kind of a first of its kind, if you will, for the most part. But I think GM still needs to dial in their Ultium platform vehicles and, you know, some of these small software tweaks and stuff like that to make sure this vehicle is, you know, ready as can be for release to the public. So people spending, you know, over $150,000 on this don't get disappointed and don't see, you know, some of the negatives that Ultium does have. So, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, GM does a great job with Cadillac Escalade IQ. I am looking forward to it, you know, very soon. You know, it'd be great to drive this vehicle, hopefully sooner rather than later. But like I said, these should be at dealerships by the end of 2024. That's at least what they have been quoting out there. And so, yeah, you guys will have to let me know with all that information in mind down in the comment section below. What do you think of Escalade IQ? You think it's too expensive? Think it's about appropriate? Think it's, you know, undervalued for what you're getting? I don't think anybody out there will think that, but I think it is, you know, it's obviously going to be the most expensive Ultium vehicle that has gone on the market thus far and likely will be for quite some time, outside of, you know, the bespoke Cadillac coupe, the Celestiq, which is, you know, kind of a build order invite only system to my understanding, but that is obviously way more. This should be a relatively mass production vehicle, at least, you know, similar to that of the other premium Ultium vehicles such as that of Hummer EV, but who knows, it might actually sell a little bit better than Hummer EV in the future. But if you guys enjoyed this video and or found something helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out some other videos I have here on the Ultium platform vehicles in general. And like I said, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Now, with all that being said, I appreciate continued support here on the channel. And as always, hope to see you guys in the next one.